Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Wednesday the 19th. Well, whizzing through October, and actually it's been quite a nice month, but you can look at that chart, stand back slightly and go, not too sure about the next 3, maybe 4 days and what that's going to bring, because that low pressure is coming towards us. We are on the periphery of it at the moment, as you can see, feeding in easterly winds. The spacing on the isobars actually is reasonably close. Different forecasts give sort of different sort of wind strengths, but generally fairly breezy. Position of the trough lines and lines of rain still a bit unknown. Today, more chance of heavy showers out to the west and north, I think, looking at this and other forecasts. But that's not to say later on this afternoon we won't catch a shower. It's pretty constant wind direction all day, and then running through tonight and tomorrow. Fronts clearing tomorrow, and again it's turning southerly, but that low pressure is creeping further towards us, and then by Friday it's sat out over Ireland. So timing on when fronts get here, what we get will be anybody's guess just at the moment. TAFs, if you look at a TAF on a mobile phone, it seems quite long, but actually Farnborough's is just single line. The key bits, they're giving some scattered at 2,000 feet. You may see some scattered cloud occasionally, more likely upper cloud, but between sort of 7 o'clock and 4 o'clock this afternoon, 15 gusting 28 from an easterly direction. It's 090, and occasional 9,000 meters in rain. I think generally looking at about that, is it sort of 14, 15 knots on average, occasional gusts to 25, and if we do see any showers, maybe 28 and a bit more. The upper winds down in the channel, 35 knots southeasterly, and across the centre of the country, 25. So we're halfway between the two. Call it 30 from a east southeasterly direction. So yeah, pretty breezy, folks. Sat pick. This is all upper cloud. That's what you can see out the window. 10,000 feet plus, but that's going to come and go all day. I think we will get some sunny intervals, but it'll be mainly sort of slightly overcast for most of the day. And temperatures, don't think it's going to quite feel like it did yesterday. It was quite warm yesterday. It was certainly not quite t-shirt weather, but you didn't need a coat yesterday. I think it's going to feel a bit cooler today. I think more like about 15 degrees. As opposed to what they're saying there, sort of 17 and 18s. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit chillier. And top meteo, their prediction on cloud amounts. Some bits of low cloud, loitering around at sort of 9, 10 o'clock, that clearing, but showing some blue bits and some cirrus floating around. And that's the same sort of picture all afternoon. They are predicting a few showers just down to the south of us. You might see one drift past, but cloud coming and going. There's a slight thermal forecast in there for about an hour. It says that you might get thermals to about 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet at best above sea level, but not very high. I think there's a chance of local soaring. The sort of wind gusts they're talking about, greens and oranges, so yeah, upwards of 30 knots at times, and that's at 10 o'clock. And that stays the same sort of picture for most of the day, really. A lot windier out in the West Country and over Wales. Skysight giving the same sort of thing. That's the 11:30 picture, Lasham's tucked in around there, 25 knots at flying heights. And then you move that forward a few hours and it's showing 30 knots around Lasham and to the south of us. So yeah, pretty breezy. I know it doesn't look it and feel it out there just at the moment, but it will pick up, I think, as the morning goes on. So definitely flyable all day, folks. Pretty breezy. We'll take a decision on whether the baby grobs go out when we wander out there. May fly them to start off with, but if it gets to these sort of numbers, we'll probably put them away. Airspace wise, quite quiet around the Lasham area. Nothing going on near us. Just a couple of things out further to the northwest, although it's not going to affect the people that are flying at Lasham. Other people do watch this briefing. Number 27, raw flight out of Kemble, 10:30 to 11:30 this morning, and that then follows an airway, as you can see, going out to the northwest. And there's also parachuting at Bryce between 11:30 and 1900 above the airspace. So one or two things going on, but a little bit far away from us. Jet movements, yeah, we got a departure of a 737 at 5 o'clock this evening. Pretty late one.
Picking up one of the West Ham United.
Oh, right, okay, it's on a football charter. Okie doke. And that's really about it. I've not seen any other flight plans for King Airs or Navajos. So we'll be on runway 09. State of the grass, it's quite dry.
Dried out again.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so normal operation, folks. And let's go and get the kit out and we'll see you out there.